In the year 2000, Indian cricket was at its lowest point. A devastating match-fixing scandal had gutted public trust, leaving the national team with a fractured, deeply fragile mindset. The team was struggling with a defensive culture that invited intimidation. They needed a leader who would move past simple image repair and overhaul their collective psychology. The board turned to Sourav Ganguly. He was a wealthy player who had been dropped immediately after his 1992-92 debut, with rumors of a stubborn attitude problem, only to spend 4 years fighting his way back into the squad. To pull the team out of its slump, Ganguly focused on 3 specific values: aggression, loyalty, and an uncompromising resilience. He set out to build a new, hyper-aggressive DNA within the squad, a confrontational methodology that the Indian public would come to call Dadagiri. Ganguly's first priority was the environment. He believed that to win on the world stage, the team had to stop playing as the polite victims of sledging and verbal intimidation. The turning point came when English cricketer Andrew Flintoff celebrated a win in Mumbai by stripping off his shirt and running across the field, an act of open humiliation toward the Indian team. Months later, the two teams met again for the 2002 NatWest Trophy final at Lord's, the most traditional and decorous venue in the sport. When India secured a nearly impossible victory, Ganguly stood on the Lord's balcony, ripped his shirt off, and whipped it over his head. This wasn't a random outburst. By shattering the decorum of the sport's most sacred ground, Ganguly proved to his own players that they were now a team that would never back down. This aggression had to be supported by talent, which required Ganguly to act as a shield for his players. He became a fierce defender of raw match winners who lacked the favor of the selectors. This loyalty was tested during the 2001 Border Gavaskar series against an all-conquering Australian side, specifically during the critical match at Eden Gardens. During the selection meeting, Ganguly refused to leave the room until the committee agreed to include a discarded bowler named Harbhajan, despite their insistence that the youngster was a lost cause. Harbhajan went on to take 13 wickets in that match, effectively ending the longest winning streak in Test history and justifying the captain's gamble. By staking his own professional survival on the success of his subordinates, Ganguly transformed the captaincy into a tool for empowerment rather than just administrative control. The final pillar, resilience, was tested in 2005, when an internal dispute threatened to end Ganguly's career entirely. Ganguly had helped recruit Greg Chappell as the national coach, but the relationship quickly soured. The resulting power struggle saw Ganguly stripped of his captaincy and dropped from the roster. Just months after being named Asia's best batsman, he found himself isolated in a Chandigarh hotel room, his career seemingly finished. He responded by going back to zero. He ignored the media noise and began playing in the obscure J.P. Atria Memorial Trophy, using the domestic circuit to grind his way back into the national team. His eventual return to the squad showed that leadership resilience is rarely about managing success. It is defined by the grit required to fight back from total rejection. Under Ganguly's leadership, India reached the 2003 World Cup final and established a new consistency on hostile foreign pitches. The young players he shielded, like MS Dhoni and Yuvraj Singh, would take that fearless mindset forward to win the World Cup in 2011. Ganguly chose his own moment to leave. He announced his retirement in 2008, during Durga Puja, as the city of Kolkata celebrated Visarjan, the immersion of the goddess into the river. While the public mourned the immersion with tears, Ganguly walked away from his final match in Nagpur with a calculated, dry-eyed calm. His career ended, but the aggressive and unapologetic template he built for Indian sport remained. Sourav Ganguly didn't just win games, he changed the way India expected